All right, namaste everyone. Welcome to the session. Today I'm going to talk about the forgiveness. So let's get into it. So the power of forgiveness is it's immense. So the one who forgives is the one who is truly free. If you want to live happy and free life, you have to practice the forgiveness. And this is before you watch this session, or especially if you haven't watched my yesterday's session, soul stages, that is very very important. That is a basic lesson for this forgiveness. If you listen to the soul stages, forgiveness will be easier for you. What is forgiveness? Kshama. And why? What is forgiveness is to release, to let go something, let go of the burden of resentment stored within the soul. Since childhood we go through a lot of trauma, emotions, so we carry so much within us. So we have to let it go, whoever it is, whether it could be parents, siblings, or the social relatives, friends, whoever it is, whoever hurt us, whoever said bad things to us, people carry it so much. Oh, this person told me badly, this person hurt me so badly. So we carry so much within us, so we have to let go of it, let go of that burden from your soul and from your heart space. And what is a soul's natural state? And as you know, you are the pure soul. The soul is naturally forgiving. Blame belongs to circumstances, not people. If you are a pure soul, basically, where the soul came from the divine God. So, what is a divine God consciousness? What is a divine being natural state? Is forgiveness, love, um, and divine light. So the God's state is God's qualities are nothing but love, light, and forgiving, helping the people. So we have to get into the heart center, the naturally, the natural soul, natural light. You have to think like such a way that I am a pure soul. So then don't blame any other, don't blame any person, any people, because blame belongs to circumstances, not people. Okay, the circumstances happens in everyone's situations, so don't carry it throughout your life. And you can get freedom from karma if you forgive somebody. Forgiveness dissolves the karmic account between you and others, especially the karma, especially if your family, close families hurting you, bothering you, that means it's a karma. So forgive them. By forgiving them dissolves the karmic account between you and the other person in your family. Not only just saying, I am sorry, please forgive me, you have to feel it wholeheartedly. You have to forgive from your heart, not through the words. Okay. And then equanimity, remaining undisturbed when wronged. That is true spiritual forgiveness. Forgiveness is not, Patriji says, forgiveness is not a weakness, it is the highest state of strength. So before I get into it, actually, so if you want to forgive the people, even though you're trying, increase your meditation. The more meditation you increase, more easily you can forgive the others. Actually, that's one tip I will give. And why we struggle to forgive. Okay, so why meditation helps is meditation calms our mind down. Mind is nothing but our ego state. The ego says, always says, I am wrong, I was wronged. Ego always says that, the mind is always says that I am right, I am always right, the other people are hurting me. It always constantly tell you, chatter you, you are always right, they are the one wrong, so do hurt them, give them back, take the revenge on them. So mind always tells. So when you meditate more, what happens is your mind calms down, and your soul levels, your light levels increases, And then you become the purity and you realize that the the soul says that I am pure. I am pure. So mind calms down and soul levels increases. So you operate from the soul level, so you should be able to easily forgive actually. So Patriji says the ego says I was wronged, the soul says I am pure, only one can be right. So that is why meditation can help you to balance both, especially mind will calm down and the soul level divine divinity levels will increase. So you operate from the heart center and you operate from the soul level. When we are operating from the soul level, which is a pure consciousness, which is a pure divine form, so we can easily forgive the other people. So the ego's grip. What is ego's grip? Ego always says that ego feels forgiving is losing. I am losing the game. I mean, I'm not winning the game. That's what ego says. And it seek justice. I need to seek justice because I was like, I was wronged. They were blaming me. They were hurting me. So I need the justice. That's what ego mind says. And the ego also seeks for the validation, protects self-image at all costs, confuses hurt feelings with the truth. So this is coming from the mind. Ego is nothing but mind. This is all coming from the mind. Mind always there. As I said in the previous classes also, if the negative thoughts are coming, that is coming from the mind. If the positive thoughts are coming, they are coming from the soul. So the more you meditate, your mind will be more calmer and you will be operated from the soul, which will give you the positive thoughts, which is nothing but the soul will tell you forgive them, it's okay, there is no, if you can forgive them, get rid of all these, overcome the challenges, get rid of the wounds, don't carry the burden, move forward. That's what your soul is guiding you. But the ego is on other side, it's like keep on chattering actually. And what is next? What is a karmic conditioning? Conditioning is nothing but past impressions, samskaras from the previous lifetimes, whatever the samskaras we have learned, and we carry it. We carry it, and due to those samskaras, they bind us basically. We are not able to see the way it is. We replay pain involuntary, like same thing. If one person says something, then we keep on repeating and hurting ourselves. Mind loops the story over and again. The mind is the one who keeps us always, like they're hurting you in a way. Mind is a good, it has been created to protect us, but it is like always talks, always try to like chattering, like always alert us. But the moment you meditate, more meditation will you do, the mind, it will like it will stop stop keeping you from the loop, and we identify with the suffering. Don't Yeah, that's a karmic conditioning. This is where all come from, the karmic conditioning. And what are the misunderstandings? Misunderstandings are nothing but like thinking forgiving means maybe I'm approving that, like I'm approving wrong thing. No, that's not correct. And feeling of fear, being hurt again, confuse weakness with a peace, seek apology before releasing. These are all misunderstanding. You don't have to seek apology before releasing. You don't have to confuse. Don't think that it is a weakness. It is actually biggest strength. Patriji teaches that these obstacles are all creations of the intellect and ego, not the true self. This is not true, your true self. The ego, this karmic conditioning, this misunderstanding, these are all not your true self. Your true self is you are the pure being, you are the pure consciousness, you are the God, you are the pure divinity form. So don't have to carry all these unnecessary traumas, unnecessary burdens, worries, angry. No, we don't have to carry all of those things. Also, Patriji says no one is at fault. Circumstances are the cause. So anything in the life, anybody is coming into our life, if anybody is causing any trouble to our life, it's all because of the cause and effect. So to be honestly, that person, whoever is facing the challenges, that person caused it in the one of the life, could be one of the life, and the effective of that cause, it's like, triggered in this lifetime. They are the ones who chose it. So cause and effect is nothing but the karma. So whatever we do, it will come back to us no matter what, in this lifetime or next lifetime or any other lifetime. Whether it, if you do the good things will come to you. If you do the bad things will come to you. So think that whenever some situation come to your life, think that, ask question, what did I do to attract this situation? What did I do to make this one person got angry on me? What did I do? Self check before you respond or you react on anything. So forgive them at any cost. So number one, see the soul, the other person's true self. Practicing, these are all things to practice the forgiveness. See the soul, the other person true self never wronged you, only their ego and karma acted out. So separate the person from their behavior. If any person is hurting you, yeah, as I said, self check, why this person is hurting, was like, saying these words, what I could have done wrong. You self check on it, whether the person is acting from the ego, whether the person is acting from karma. So you will know it, these kind of things. When you self check, when you ask the question, so you get the answers
How
at
do
the
we,
time.
no, Satyaji, how do we know it is from the ego or from the karma?
But through the experience, actually, you will know.
How, like,
Through
is
that person, if it is especially
uh-huh,
close family member, this is definitely a karma, actually.
uh-huh,
That's all I can say that.
uh-huh.
So but if you are like, you have to have this family member with you, right? For example, you know that you have practiced forgiveness, and I know that you are doing very good, there is nothing wrong on your side. But maybe think that, okay, the person is not meditator, especially they're like, um they're not meditator. They are like, if you watch the soul stages, you can understand a bit more clearly this one.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
you can say that if the person is not a meditator, for example, if the person is like, operated fully on left brain, ego minded, then you can think that, okay, this person is like, at a baby level, soul level, at the basic, like, soul stage, first level soul stage, or second level soul stage, or whatever. Maybe he's at that stage, so I don't have to worry about it. Think like that. So, number two, the circumstances create actions. Every hurtful action is a result of the actor's own unresolved karma and conditioning, not a choice of their pure soul. Every situation comes into our presence only because we chose it, whether it is consciously or unconsciously. We are the one who created it. So that is why self check is very, very important. Why I attracted this person into my life? Why I attracted this situation into my life? What it is teaching me? Every situation will come into our life to teach us something, that you need to find out what is this is teaching me right now. Why this person is talking to me like that? So you have to self check. And you are the pure soul. When you know I am the pure soul, no one can truly harm you. Forgiveness flows naturally from this realization. So the more you meditate, and then the more you know about yourself, the more you know about your life, past actions, you can easily forgive the people, and you can easily also forgive the others also, very easily. That's a natural state. Any question, Lakshmi garu?
Yeah, I do. Because I missed the soul. I'm sorry to
That's
interrupt
fine.
you. So
Mhm.
it says that separate the person from their behavior. Like how like is
Yeah.
to yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
Could you?
So basically, you are the soul, right?
Yes.
Have you listened the soul? Who am I? Right? You listen the class, right? Who am I?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So let's say you are the soul, right? I am the soul. What
Mm-hmm.
is my true soul?
Pure
Pure soul, right?
spiritually.
I am the divinity form, right?
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
here I'm acting like a Satya, and you
Mm-hmm.
are acting like a Lakshmi.
Yeah.
So let's say I took a $50 from you, I didn't give it to you back. And
Mm-hmm.
when you ask me, I say, like, Lakshmi Garu, I forgot when did you give me the $50?
Mm-hmm.
And then you are keep on asking Satya Garu, remember I gave you the $50 the other
Mm-hmm.
day. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm keep on saying that I don't remember at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know that I am cheating, basically,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
Mm-hmm.
you can think like either it is, you can ask question in this case, you can ask the question, what this person is teaching me. She took the $50, she's not giving me, and
Mm-hmm.
she's saying that I forgot, but you know that I did not forget, because
Mm-hmm.
you can show
Mm-hmm.
the text message, but I am like simply lying.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, you
Mm-hmm.
have to think such a way that why this person is lying to me. Am
Mm-hmm.
I? Is it a karma? Did I? There are two things actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this person is lying. Did I lie somebody in my previous life? Did I? It could be a karma basically. Whatever you
Mm-hmm.
give it, it will come back to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be either karma. Okay, there is no karma. Let's say second. Let's say think that okay. Anyway, I don't wanna get angry on Satya because she could have maybe betrayed but somebody. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe she could have cheated by somebody, or like because of the fear. Why I'm lying? Because of the fear of loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I give you the $50, that's a huge amount for me. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to lose $50. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do that. So that is coming from the fear of myself, the
Mm-hmm.
Satya's fear. Then you can think such a way that okay, she is anyway pure soul. Oh, she has a fear. She is carrying the fear. There is something wrong with her. So I'm not going to blame her. Okay. So let her learn her own lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like that. Basically, you are dividing. You are thinking that I am the soul, but this behavior at the right at this time, I am presenting this behavior because of my experiences that I went through,
Mm-hmm.
but I am the pure soul, right? You are separating me. You are separating my this Satya's true soul versus experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
like that, you can think like that.
Okay. So question is, let's say, because uh like, is it with the same person? Like, let's say you said like, no, I didn't take it. That means you got cheated by somebody, some by me in the previous, like,
It could
whatever the
be,
life it is, or from
yeah,
anybody, or it's happening now.
could be by you or from anybody.
Anybody, but still it's happening now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when it comes to this $50, you will get
Mm-hmm.
your $50. If
Mm-hmm.
not, maybe if I cheated you,
Mm-hmm.
you will get on the other side. You have
Mm-hmm.
forgiven me, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
you have forgiven me. You are
Mm-hmm.
moving on. You are not
Mm-hmm.
keeping any jealousy, angry.
Mm-hmm.
You are not carrying any stuff. But this $50, regardless, it will come back to you, whether in this life or next life, in any form.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Thank you.
but if you keep angry on me, if you
Mm-hmm.
keep on like not forgiving me, that means again we both have this karmic bandage. We are getting into this karmic loop.
Mm-hmm.
So it will continue.
Mm-hmm.
If not in this life, next life it will continue. Again, next life, maybe you will cheat me like that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's how the karmic wheel starts actually. Next life you will cheat, and after life, like again I'll take the big amount, I will cheat you, like so the loop will not end until one of the person forgive, or until one of the person, or like two persons learn their lessons. That is why
So,
either in this lifetime or next life we have to learn the lessons that we needed to learn.
so what I'm kind of understanding, not only like with the PSMS being learning, listening to all this, it's like every circumstances, everything is teaching us a lesson
Yeah, everything. That's what
to
I'm
grow
saying.
mature, to grow
Correct.
maturely.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
That's why every situation, every person comes into your life to teach you something that you need to find out what is
Mm-hmm.
it teaching me, why it came to my life,
Mm-hmm.
what is it trying to teach me. So we have to ask the questions, keep
Mm-hmm.
on asking the questions. So the answers will come within us or through the videos or through the persons, through the messages. It will come to you, you will know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. Oh.
meditation will help you a lot, like, to understand these kind of things even more with the clarity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, very good explanation.
Okay, next. So, yeah, what are the steps to practice the forgiveness? So recognize the feeling. So right now, as I said, Lakshmi Garu, so you have to recognize the feeling. Okay, when somebody cheated you, when somebody hurt you, how are you feeling it? Acknowledge the hurt without the judgment. Name what you feel. I feel betrayed. Okay, I'm feeling right now. But just feel it, like, acknowledge your feelings. Don't cover your feelings. Don't betray yourself. Oh, I'm fine, I'm doing okay. No, certainly there is something that we feel when somebody hurts us, when somebody betrays us. We have the feelings, right? So you have to acknowledge those feelings. So I feel betrayed. Okay, I'm feeling angry right now. So that means the feeling itself is awareness. Awareness is a first step to the liberation. Okay, so see the other's soul, separate the pure soul of the other form from their behavior. As I said in the previous example, their soul is a divine as yours. Only karma led them astray because of their karma, because of the past experiences, as I said, made them to make their mistakes. So whenever somebody does the mistake, somebody is doing something bad behavior, think in terms of the soul versus, like, behavior, and soul and the behavior. Okay, she is also pure soul and she has a certain past experiences and she could be behaving this way. Think like that. Understand the circumstances. Ask what pressures, past wounds, or ignorance drove their action. Understanding dissolves judgment naturally, especially if somebody is too much hurting you. Um, like, there is definitely karma between both of you. And think like why this person is behaving, whether it is something wrong on your end or something that, the person, most of the people's, when they are adult, their behavior is actually, most of their behavior is based on their childhood. So their childhood will drive them, will make them their adulthood, how they are living their life. You can tell based on how they're living their life adulthood, you can tell them how their childhood was, if you keep on observing. Yeah, Jyoti, any question?
Yeah, Satya. If somebody keep on cheating us, how do we act? Like, what can we do then at that situation?
Yeah, that you need to ask why this person is keep repeating the same thing to me, or, like, not this person. You have to rephrase the question that why I'm attracting to this kind of things repeatedly again. If especially if a situation is repeating to you, that means there is definitely something that you needed to learn and you are not learning. So you need to ask yourself what is that lesson that you needed to learn from that.
Okay, thank you, Satya.
Once you learn the lesson, that will not repeat.
So, how do we
Okay.
learn the lessons? Following up on that question, Satyaji.
Yeah, as I said, you need to ask the question. Why? It depends upon the. Give me one situation, then I can explain you. I-
Mm, I think one example is the, like, let's say a spouse cheated on the spouse. So how would you do that? That, I think, just a simple concrete example.
Yeah, first you definitely wanted to clarify, right? So why this happened with that soul? First, you need to find out why it happened. There could be some karma. Number one reason.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you can ask the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why this is happening? If there is karma, then you have to say apologies, like, say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, through the meditation. Okay. Number two, you wanted to know the reason. Peacefully, calmly, you can ask the person why this happened. Whether that person could be cheating, or, like, hiding, basically something, right? Hiding something from you. That means due to the fear. If the person thinks that, if you know the truth, the person might be thinking that, okay, you might get mad at him or whatever. There could be some fight between both of you, and maybe he's not ready to handle because of his fears, or whatever the reason, he could be cheating, right? So you can calmly ask why you are doing this. And number three, maybe you can set up the boundaries. Maybe there are no boundaries. You're not clear enough. You're not explaining clear enough that maybe this is not acceptable, like that.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Then the person says, okay, we'll follow with that. If the person says, no, I'm nothing wrong, I'm not doing anything, and it happens over and over again. So, yes, we set the boundaries, we ask everything. Then, is there a karmic bonding between both the spouses? Is that the
Yeah,
reason it's
definitely.
happening?
Karmic bonding definitely will be there.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you take all these actions, there is nothing wrong on your side, and you're doing your best,
Uh-huh.
then you know that that person is lying.
Uh-huh.
You now you know that the person is behaving as they are. But
Mm-hmm.
here is another thing, you need to show the unconditional love. I know, even though you ask many times, he, the person is keep on repeating the same thing again and
Mm-hmm.
again. You have to
Mm-hmm.
show the unconditional love and let him let him learn lessons on his own, and do not interfere with his lessons. Do not get angry or mad or anything like that. Okay, this person you can realize that, okay, this person is keep on lying, cheating. He might need to learn his own lessons, but do not get entangled so much. Do not try to change the other person.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know it is a challenging.
Yeah, it sounds like it's.
You have to be in the observe mode, but you
I
have
know.
chosen that person, right?
I I I
Me
think
I mean,
by
too.
I'm just
soul
giving you
wise,
the example,
I
but
know,
you
I
have to
know.
be. Mm,
Yeah, by soul has chosen to be the person's spouse. I know,
correct,
easier to say rather than being like saying showing up like
correct.
a unconditional love.
Love, yeah,
Yeah, like even though you're the one spouse is not like not at fault, the person, I think doesn't the other spouse, unless they understand that they are acting, but they're behaving because of the ego, right? So,
yeah, right. Because of their ego,
but
correct.
unless
Now you
then.
know it. Now you know it. Okay, this person is acting from ego, or this person is at the baby level, or, like, no, infant level soul, and you have chosen him. And it's like, okay, this soul is at the second level soul. So, okay, I have to show the unconditional love, but at the same time, you need to have the strong boundaries. You need to have your peace. Your
Mhm.
peace should be matter first. You are giving yourself first priority, no matter what. Okay. So then you have to be in the observe mode.
Yeah, I know.
At the same time, you need to forgive him also.
Yeah, that's very like it's very like you're getting in the, yeah, not only you're being got cheated, now you want to set a boundary to yourself and give unconditional, like I don't know, it just sounds
Yeah,
very
I know.
complex,
It
right?
is very challenging. I mean,
Very
going
complex
saying
and
these things
challenging.
are very easy, but going through is a challenging.
Yes.
That is why meditation will give us immense strength to overcome these kind of challenges.
Yeah, I think yes, meditation would really help.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
more you meditate, the better you can forgive. The
Thank you.
easily you can forgive. Yeah,
Still, how long that process we
that
need to
until
do?
you change, or, like, until you have enough strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if that will come to the next birth also, that karma bondage, whatever is
No,
there
if you
in
resolve
between
in this
those?
lifetime, it will not come into. That is why we are going through these lessons to resolve in this life. If you don't
Okay.
resolve in this life, then it will come to the next life,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe after. So that is why we are having these sessions. That is why we want you to meditate more and resolve these karmic things, karmic loops in this life, right? As much as you can. It is like, think like a, you need you in think like in this lifetime oh, it's already 9:40. I'm sorry, I didn't check the time. Maybe I'll stop here. Think such a way that you have think like you have taken 30 credits in this lifetime. 30 credits means 30 lessons, and forgiveness is one of the lesson that you wanted to take in this lifetime, but you have taken only 50%. You haven't fully forgiven that person, and next lifetime you will come back with that same forgiveness lesson, because you have only accomplished 50%. You haven't fully forgiven him or her. So in the next lifetime you will fully forgiven him or her. You will come back with the few more challenges.
That's why in Hindu we say Janma Janma Banda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
Janma Janma da Banda or Janma Janma ka Bandhan hai.
right. So let's see how many slides I have. Okay, so I have few more. Maybe I'll go through tomorrow. It's already 9:40. I didn't see the time.
Yeah, sorry, Satya Garu had to ask
Right.
questions to
All
do.
right, no
And it's a
problem.
good one. It's a good one. I'll attend tomorrow. And please send me the soul stages.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. And I also put some, like, forgiveness prayer, written by Adi Shankaracharya. It's already written in our Hindu scriptures that,
Oh, this one? Oh, really?
yeah, this is like, every day we need to say the prayer before we go to bed. So
Uh,
in that prayer, in that sloka, he already mentioned that, please forgive me, Mahadeva, if I've done anything consciously or unconsciously.
Kritam va
Yeah. So I will.
Vakyajayam Kamajam va. Okay.
So these kind of things already given in our Hindus,
Mhm.
scriptures, but we are not practicing it. This is, and I wanted to tell you that forgiveness is not a new concept. It's already there in our Hindu, scriptures. We are just like, we have forgotten about it.
Vicharanakam
Yeah.
Vajam.
Uh,
Yeah.
One question, Satya.
Yeah.
So, forgiveness means if somebody does some harm to the other person, like um, at a very grave level, then how? I mean, forgiving the person is. I mean, repeatedly we have to keep on saying the same thing over and over. Then we
Yeah.
can
At the soul level, like, so you have to sit in meditation,
Mhm.
and you
Because
have to, yeah, like, the
initially it
day
is
hope
not
on,
possible. I mean, instantly it is not possible. There is
no,
always anger.
instantly.
Why this happened
Correct.
only to me, not others?
Correct.
This type
Correct.
of a thing happens.
Mm.
Why it happen only happens only to one and not the other is the biggest question.
See, again,
And
comes back to the meditation. If you practice more meditation, you will be able to find out why that person is, like, bothering you, through either, like, through, you will ask the questions before you meditate, and then when that's how I got to know my past lives, many past lives. So when I sit, ask the question, and then when I'm meditating, I got the vision that, oh, okay, this is the reason why I'm facing these challenges. So when you see it, you will be able to forgive so easily. But without knowing the reason, it is very, very difficult to forgive them, because the pain, everyone will go through the pain. It is hard, and it will come back to the meditation again. That's how I got to know most of my past lives through the meditation, and that's how I got to see why, especially the close family members of mine, why I'm getting suffered through them. So what I've done to them in the previous lifetimes, I've seen it, and then I've asked for the forgiveness, and I've forgiven them, and I'm trying to forgive myself also.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll continue tomorrow. So it's already too late. So let's get into the meditation, everyone.